How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sandy here, and I am joined by a couple friends of mine. Well, one of which is my boyfriend. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
And it turns out that British Potato here has decided to make a response to me. I guess I don't know exactly what to call it. I don't even know if I could really call it a response to me because of just how much nothing there truly is within the response. And it's not good. It's not a good video. Like, literally, he spends the first half of the video trying to respond to me, and then he just gets bored of my video and then just moves on to Brother Nier's video. And myself and Nier are like the only two that he even bothers to respond to. I haven't gotten into Nier's segment. I'll probably leave it up for Nier to respond to it if he genuinely feels like doing so. So, there you go. I'm mainly just going to focus on my segment and just kind of go on from there, because you're about to see just how bad it actually is, and just it is a gem. The video on A British Potato I originally intended to schedule for next week, but I miscalculated on my timing, and it ended up going up during this week. I originally just wanted to keep this week to just like live streams and whatnot for a few different reasons. It was for a particular reason why I wanted to mainly keep to streaming, and I made a mistake in terms of actually scheduling a video, and it ended up going up last week. But if I didn't upload it during that week, this gem of a video would not exist. So I'm gonna have to thank myself for my poor eyesight in paying attention to literally anything that I even bother to do. I will thank my stupidity for granting me this video, because if I didn't have that lapse in any kind of paying attention to the scheduling, this video would not exist. So, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Let's see this train wreck.
Before we start this video, I want to make sure that everyone knows I'm not going to edit this that much, because I really don't feel like it. And plus, I don't have all the tools for me to edit that well right now. It's going to be a very lazily put together video. I might put some background music. I don't even have gameplay. So, yeah, don't expect good editing in this. This is going to be a very basic fucking
You mean you
response.
had good editing to begin with?
Yeah, his
What?
editing. I mean, his editing and his avatar were already pretty shit to begin with, and I feel like this was probably just more of an excuse to just say, yeah, I hastily put this together because I feel like I need to respond to a lot of things that are already put against me, but very fucking poorly. And I feel like just like in his, I feel like just like in his last video, I feel like he's probably high as fuck as he's making this video, which probably explains why his fucking arguments are about as flaccid as they come.
Not because it's super serious topic, mostly because I'm just too fucking lazy. And I got other shit that I want to work on and do. This is like on a back burner. I have time to waste, if you can believe that. Yeah. Oh boy. Someone saying that it's bad to waste time has time to waste, which is a funny narrative that people have been spinning on me, but we'll get into it.
Keep this in mind, because apparently he thinks it's funny that people bring this up against him. Meanwhile, he's going to be effectively using similar arguments towards me for whatever fucking reason, so yeah, prepare thyself. I'm amazed that he even decided to start off with my video, considering the fact that, like, the thumbnail for this video barely has me in it. Like, hang on. But, like, on the thumbnail for this video, my thumbnail for my response to his flaccid take is, like, literally buried underneath, like, everybody else's fucking thumbnails. Like, you can barely see you can barely see the midsection of sanity just, like, buried underneath everything else. That is all you can see of my thumbnail, and for some reason he starts with me. Like, okay. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
To that. But yeah, watch the rest of this crap if you want. I don't give a shit.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sayati here. So, yeah, I don't know how long ago this actually happened, judging by the video that I'm going to be taking a look at here today. It happened like a couple weeks ago, but you know what? Since it's a relatively slow month just in fucking general, I might as well just talk about it, because why the hell not?
Man, you know you're desperate when you have nothing to fucking talk about and you just have to make a response on something, right? And see, that's why you don't take YouTube serious. How big is your channel anyways, mate? Like, let's see here.
Well, I mean, I don't really take YouTube seriously, like, at all. I think it's very obvious I don't really try to take this all too seriously. Like, I mean, yeah, the milestones are very nice and whatnot. The fact that I'm monetized is really great and whatnot. But even still, I'm not like trying to take it that seriously. I'm just trying to have as much fun with it as possible. Hell, there's a lot of shit that I could have talked about this entire month. I could have talked about the verbal ace shit for all I really care about. But here's the thing, I didn't care, which is why I didn't make a video.
No, for
I'm
real.
sorry, but just like the stuff that he's playing in the video, I'm not even focused on his voice. I'm just focused on what he's playing
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't know
background.
what this fucking
Grown-ups
B-roll
grown
is.
ups
Like,
too.
out of all the B-roll that you could have
Grown-ups too.
used, like, out of all the B-roll that you could have used, like, you could have just, I don't know, like, for all I care, you could have just, I don't know, just taken the gameplay from my fucking video and just used that as B-roll. Like, I wouldn't have even given a shit, okay? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're just, like... You're just straight up stealing a fucking, like, movie trailer and just sticking it in the background of a fucking video and just calling it B-roll. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Is that copyright?
And hold on.
Just on the off chance that it is, I'm probably just going to be editing it just to make sure. But, like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. I don't get it.
Not for real though.
Yeah,
like no one's gonna focus on your voice. They're just gonna be looking at what's playing.
I'm wondering if that's actually the intention when it comes to this footage. I feel like that's probably the intention, so that way no one pays attention to just how bad his fucking takes are and just assumes that he made a good point.
Okay.
Moment of
L.
sanity guy, right? 1K views, mate. Listen, okay? I mean, not to be a dick. No, a second thought, I'm gonna be a dick. You don't have to pump out videos all the time consistently. Like, you really don't.
Well, I mean, if you even did like a drunk frat boy on finals week's worth of research on my channel, you would know that I have probably one of the most inconsistent upload schedules in the history of inconsistent upload schedules. Like, I don't have a schedule. I just upload whenever the fucking mood strikes me, and that's really about it. Usually, at most, I try to like schedule videos for like a certain time in advance, but that's literally about it, and that's only for certain videos. Like, for example, my video on you. I was originally going to be scheduling it for next fucking week for certain reasons, but unfortunately, I fucking made a mistake and ended up uploading it the day fucking after and ended up breaking my no upload streak, which was just absolutely fantastic. I love myself for that one, but hey, what are you gonna do? I can't really reverse time, and I don't feel like taking down a video only to re-upload it later, but hey.
Just make videos whenever the fuck you want. If it's something worth talking about, talk about it, okay? You don't need to force yourself. Maybe.
Well, I did in fact find this something worth my time to even talk about. Listen, like I mentioned before, there are a lot of things I could have talked about. I could have talked about the verbal ace shit, but I literally didn't care enough about the entire thing to really even make a video talking about it. Hell, even when verbal ace made a response to all the criticism, I didn't really care all too much. Like, at most, I just thought the response was mid and unnecessary, and that's literally about it, and there's not really much I could realistically make out of that, and I feel like if I were to try and make a video of that, it would be very obvious just how little I care and just how little passion I really have towards talking about it, and I don't really feel like uploading something like that.
I'm glad I was able to make content for people to be entertained with. That's for fucking sure.
Well, I mean, hey, at least you aren't too mad about me turning you into some free entertainment, and I'm glad that I was able to at least get enough entertainment for me to make a video on you, so...
I mean, it's slow news day and people are fucking responding to me. Hey, you know, fucking have fun with it. Shit. I'm glad I finally gave people some fucking content to make. Goddamn. This is why you don't do fucking commentary responding videos all the time. There's nothing to always respond. When your whole content relies on people to respond to, and there's no idiots making videos, you know, you kind of just have to wait it out.
Well, I mean, again, that's not the only kind of content that I make. If you even bothered to pay attention to the kind of uploads that I make on my channel outside of your response, that's not all I really do. Sometimes I just cover recent developments and certain things that are going on. Like, for example, the Mama Max situation. That wasn't exactly much of a video response. It was mainly just me covering some of the recent developments that were going on and just kind of going over certain things that came out about it. Really, the only, I guess, video response that I even made about the Mama Max situation was just in response to his absolutely flaccid I Take Accountability video, which is now gone from his channel. But even then, I wouldn't even really call that much of a video response because technically I already responded to it on a fucking live stream. I was just condensing it down into a fucking video at the end of the day. Or it's not really like I just don't understand it. Again, it's just showing the fact that he just straight up just didn't do any research, which once again is just par for the course for him considering what I know. Did everyone just fucking die?
No.
No.
Oh.
We're good.
I was worried there for a second. Like, here's the thing. The main reason why, like, a lot of other people were mainly covering him was largely because they at least knew about him in terms of, like, his content, or at least maybe knew him better as, like, maybe some kind of, like, an acquaintance at most. The main reason why I covered him is because of what I was hearing about him and his flaccid take about the Tetris kid. And that's literally the extent of my knowledge towards him, and that's really all I realistically needed to know. That's not even getting into the fact that this man has, unironically, made an entire community post right here bragging about the fact that he apparently threw his girlfriend in front of a car and would gladly do it again.
Fucking hell, man. Oh, shit. You know, I heard you about the chuckle when you heard that, too. It's like, it's fucking hilarious. I don't know how you can read this. I don't think you know how to pick up, like, sarcasm, like, at all.
I mean, tone doesn't exactly come through text all too well, so... Yeah, I just feel like that's realistically all I need to say. I mean, I could give him the benefit of the doubt that this was just a very in-poor taste, sarcastic joke towards the audio recording of him admitting to literally pushing his trans girlfriend in front of a fucking moving vehicle that was, you know, floating around in other people's videos before I even bothered to make mine. Like, I could give him that benefit of the doubt that it was just a very in-poor taste joke, but even still, even using that angle, it was an in-poor taste joke that realistically, like, if that is your only argument, then that is just a stupid fucking argument.
Also, who could do that to, like, your own girlfriend?
Well, you see, only a sociopath would do that, and apparently his argument was, oh, I was mad at him. And that was literally the only...
When you're mad at your own partner, you walk away and talk about it when you're calmed down. You don't just
like, here's the thing. Like, at most, if I'm, like, mad at really anyone, like, at most, I would probably just raise my voice a little bit and then immediately feel bad, especially if they're, like, a friend of mine, or if, you know, it's you, obviously, Leo. Like, yeah. It would suck, okay? I'm bad at fucking confrontation at the end of the day, and if I were to raise my voice towards, like, a friend or anything like that, I would feel bad for, like, the rest of the fucking day, and I wouldn't be able to do shit. I wouldn't literally go to the extent of, like, even so much as raising my hand. Like, I wouldn't do anything like that. That just...
Oh, no, you've, like, never done anything towards me.
Yeah, and I don't really plan to.
No.
I plan to be very
nice to you.
But, like, I
can't imagine still being with someone that, like, pushed me in front of a car.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's a funny bit. This is the last segment of my video that he even bothers to fucking watch. For the next 7 or 8 minutes, he goes on a completely different fucking tangent. But there's only, like, a few little bits here in, like, the upcoming, like, minute or so, or, like, the next couple minutes or so that I even feel like even addressing to begin with. And then the rest of it is, like, I guess he brings his girlfriend into a call in order to try and back him up or some garbage like that. Like, I really have no idea. And then I guess he just moves on to Nier's video and doesn't bother to respond to the rest of my video. Like, this is it. This is all he responds to.
Wow.
So, here's what I don't get about that little part that he said. Like, when he texted that, how are we supposed to know the type of tone you are setting?
Yeah, exactly.
How are we supposed to know it's sarcastic? But even if it is sarcastic, you shouldn't be saying that to begin with.
Especially considering the fact that he made this community post after people like Nier and whatnot made their own videos talking about him, and also showcasing that audio recording of him straight up admitting to doing so.
Oh, man. I want him to read the community post, because it's even better when you hear it.
Like I said, that's where he ends my video, and I shit you not, 5 seconds later I literally read out the community post myself. He says, oh, I want him to read out the community post. Guess what, dumbass? I fucking read it out, but you decided to cut me off before I did. Like, dude!
Dumbass.
And that is the only segment that I even felt like responding to, because the rest of this is just nonsense leading up to Nier's video. Like, I've skimmed through everything that I could possibly see. There is nothing. No change in the background footage, no change in the audio. The only time in which it changes is...
16:29.
So for 14 minutes, there is just... I can't even call it a nothing burger. It is like the burger, like the buns, they've sailed off to the moon to create 2 new craters at this point.
They cease to exist.
Gone.
Like, like, here's the thing, okay? This is like the second time someone has tried to respond to me. And while I didn't make a video talking about that first response, largely because it was very obvious rage and response bait, and I feel like to an extent this video is as well, at least with that previous one, there was at least some parts that I could at least agree to, and the rest of it was just utter nonsense at the end of the day. And honestly, I just didn't feel like making a response to something like that because, I don't know, I just didn't feel the passion enough to really even bother to respond to it. Hell, I don't even care enough to even bring up their name or even really try to make any direct references towards them. I'm just leaving it at an if you know then you know kind of thing and just leaving it at that so that way no one bothers to try and really figure out who it is. Mainly because I just don't want to give them any more attention. But with this, the main reason why I'm even responding to this is just because this is a gem. This is a genuine gem of a fucking response because it's not even a response. It's nothing. It is just incoherent, high as fuck rambling that makes no fucking sense. It is... He barely responds to my fucking video, cuts me off before I even read out the community post as he says, oh, I want him to read it out. It's just nonsense.
L.
It is just a bad video. It is just bad.
This man's stupid, I swear.
Yeah.
Just... I don't know what else to say other than just... I don't know. What have we learned today? Well, if you're gonna make a response, don't do this. But, yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Fucking follow me on Twitter and join the server if you feel like doing so. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. This was a ride.
Yeah.